Dun 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 dun. Love and Hip Hop Season 4, Episode 4. Let's get into it. I watched the show. It was good to me, and I just finished watching the after show, and just want to go ahead and comment on that. Tigger, of course, is still the host. He had Jock and Mama D on the show. Mama D looked good. Jock looked pretty good himself. His outfit was brought to you by KD. Mama D, she went in on both Carly Red and Jocelyn. For some reason, it's like she had a little tension going on, but she also talked about her taking her bipolar pills or whatever. It was pretty, it was in and out. It was in and out. Anyways, here we go with the show. Starts off 10 days into rehab. Stevie is feeling good. He's feeling peaceful. He gets a knock on the door while he's playing his music. Knock, knock, knock. It's his girl. They happy to see each other. She really happy to see her baby because she don't be getting no beefcake. Stevie is letting her know that he's feeling so good that he don't want to be around no alcohol. He don't want to be around her smoke and blah, blah, blah. And Jocelyn is like, I still want to smoke. You know what? I kind of feel a little bit of, I agree with Jocelyn, if these situations was going on and it wasn't affecting her, you have to change your whole life for somebody else because they got caught up. And the thing is, he got caught up for child support that got him in the situation. And now she has to all of a sudden think about not doing the things that she wants to do. And it's not like she's 18. She's in her late 20s or whatever her age is. She's 35. I don't know what her real age is, but yeah, she a grown woman. We go to Tony and Kalina. Kalina's about to drop her baby, and she's a little bit fearful because the money is tight. When they were in the season, the prior season, they had a studio that they were living in, and that's what they were putting their money in. And it was the studio that led them to not have their son, and their son was staying with her parents. And this season, when we first see them within episode 4, which means they ain't getting paid for the first 3 episodes, he lost the studio, or they lost the studio, and they still live in that big house, and their son doesn't even live with them, but they still live in that big old house that they decided to move into. He wants to use their personal savings to fund a club that he wants to work with this guy named Kevin that he's known for a while, but Kalina has issues with him because while Kevin and Tony are friends, it's like it was leading him to be a cheater, and while she was pregnant with their first child, that's what was going on. So to know now that Tony seems to me, the way it looked, he's eager to work with Kevin again, which means, is he eager to cheat again? Question mark. As they were having their conversation, they got their little delivery bag together, and they're going to the hospital to deliver their baby. Next is Carly Red and Rashida. Carly Red and Rashida, they meet up at a restaurant to talk about the grand opening of her boutique. And, Carly lets her know, hey, I feel like you were a little shysty. You know what I'm saying? You're not acting like a real friend. And basically, Rashida's just like, basically the way she acted to me, I was never your friend. You a bird, you lame, you a messy biatch, you a heifer. She was just calling her all kinds of names. And to me, it seemed like Carly just said, hey, you want to open a shop, I open the shop, and you seem like you're bitter. That's all I got. And she also was calling her old and stuff, talking about AARP. So Rashida's going through something because she really has some angst to grind with Carly Red, and she's the same person that helped you with your investigation with your crazy husband that hasn't been in 2 episodes now. Alright, Stevie, he has a meeting with Mimi in this church setting at his rehab place, and Mimi tells about how basically when she met up with Jocelyn, nothing was resolved, and she didn't apologize. And Stevie was like, she didn't apologize? But when he was talking to Jocelyn, he never said to her, I didn't see that I want you to go and apologize to her. He just told her to talk to her. But when he was talking to Mimi, she didn't apologize like he knew that that's what she was supposed to do in Mimi's eyes. So he's still sending mixed signals. Then we get to, like I said, Margot has moved to ATL to be with Nico, her husband. She moves to ATL to live in the same building as her husband, 2 floors down. Yay, yay, yay. And she calls him Neek. The way she says it, I like it, but I don't like saying Neek myself. As they were talking in her place 2 floors down, by the end of it all, Mimi is the mastermind of the sex tape. I don't want to believe it, but maybe it's true. I hope it's not true. Next we get to KD and Cena. Cena was like, if she can go ahead and pop up on me, I can pop up at her job. I don't know who's crazier. But she's at her office, KD talking to somebody about putting curtains in or something. I don't know what was going on. But the girl just walks in her office for some reason, and she just lets her know, I need to talk to you. She's like, you see me in a meeting. But Miss Piggy, you know, she takes it on and decides to go ahead and talk to Cena. Cena has the proof that KD begged for. Because KD even said when they were at the restaurant, do you have like some proof, something that I can see? And in her confession, here she goes, she talking about maybe Cena come here with some love letters or something, blah, blah, blah. I wonder what kind of proof she got. Now, love letters is way different from sucking toes. Well, she shows Cena the proof. She shows KD the proof, and come to find out, ta-da! He's sucking toes. KD drops the daggone iPad, tablet, whatever you want to call it, and steps on it, and she's pissed. And she kicks Cena out of her office and tells her, you know, you get on my nerves, blah, 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 blah. And then she throws her purse at her, and Cena leaves. And Cena was like, I'm going to go ahead and leave this iPad. Show that to your man. So, KD goes home. Jock is there waiting for her. On the bed in her studio. They call it a studio, whatever that she live in. So he's laying there. She's like, I've been thinking about you all day. And she wants to change into something good. But before she changes into something good, she ties up Jock, and Jock is happy. Ooh, this is good. This is good. She's so happy. Come to find out, she's pissed about it. She shows him the video footage of him doing whatever. She's pissed. She drops Hennessy on him and leaves him in the place. And Jock says that the camera people left him tied up as well. So, yeah. But instead of her being pissed, breaking up with him at the scene that he doing the strawberries. Oh, and she said, when was the last time you had strawberries and chocolate? But anyway, she saw all of that, and she still wants to be with him. And yeah, boo. Scraps and KD, they meet with their counsel. And he's 2 years behind in child support, as we know. And her lawyer specifically asked him that, and he really didn't answer, but he said he did everything that he was supposed to do, so he don't think he owe. He claims that he's sober because the lawyer also asked, so yeah, do you still smoke marijuana? And he said no. So that means that if he do a drug test and fail, he might be in trouble because he's lying about being sober, and he already got in trouble for smoking. Alright. Let me go because I got a couple notes this time, and I'm just look at it if I need it. Stevie, he gets a call from his lawyer, whatever, and come to find out he's indicted, and he might serve up to 2 years in jail. So his counsel let him know that as soon as you get out of this 30 days, we need to go straight up to New York and try to, you know, get you from serving 2 years to maybe something less. And the counsel also let him know that what he needs to do when they get off the phone right then is to let his family know that the indictment is going on. Baby Noah is born, and Mimi goes, well, she's invited to Kalina's house to meet the baby. And who walks in is Carly Red and Jessica Dimepiece. Rashida wasn't there, so the way Kalina even acted, Rashida has not seen the baby yet. But Mimi and them have seen the baby before Rashida. So they obviously having problems because Kalina saw baby Carter. Jessica Dimepiece repeats her story. She knows Chanelica. The first thing that Jessica Dimepiece needed to do was let us know her real age, since she knows her as Chanelica, because from what we see, Chanelica, even though Chanelica is a fake name, that means her age was fake. So maybe she is 27. So maybe they don't have to discuss the age. I'm not sure, but I want to know, because I feel like Jocelyn and Mimi look like they the same age. Jocelyn needs to be supportive. She needs to be willing to quit smoking, drinking, doing any kind of drugs for a year because of Stevie. And she like, for real? But it looks like, you know, when they met up with the counselor, the psychologist, she said she was willing to do it. But she said if she gives up, in her confessional, she said she ain't gonna give up the drinking, but she willing to try. But when she was talking to the psychologist, she was letting them know, like, if I'm giving up all this stuff, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be rough for her, because Stevie tries to control her, and without like the substances or whatever, it's going to be real difficult to be around him, because she's going to lash out. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be fighting, beat each other up probably, you know, nothing good. Going to be hard for her to decide to want to actually bring a child in the world with him, you know, if she can have kids or whatnot. In the show, the last scene pretty much is, like, this is what I thought. I was like, uh-oh, the meeting. How did they even know the chick was in town? But I thought it was Mimi, but come to find out it was somebody else. Margot says that she gets a call to meet up with somebody, and come to find out it's Jocelyn. So they tried to catch it saying, I thought that was you. I didn't know. Either way, it doesn't mean that Jocelyn was supposed to know who Margot was, but maybe because of Nico, she found out about Margot, so when she saw her, she had to meet up with her. But I thought she was going to meet up with Mimi, and I was like, dang, how did Mimi know that that she decided to move to ATL? But she also said, I just want to know, how did anybody know she was in town, was my thoughts. But come to find out, when it came back from commercial, it ends up being Jocelyn meeting up with Margot. Jocelyn was like, I thought that was you, and, you know, they met up. So I guess Jocelyn, you know, knows her through Stevie probably, because probably showed her pictures or something like that. You know, all this because of Nico and Mimi being together. Jocelyn is nosy. She be looking into Mimi's life still. That's what I think. But anyway, at the end of the episode, Margot and Jocelyn meeting up to talk about what? Mimi. And it looks like in the previews, that Margot might slip up and tell, even though Nico told her to keep the secret. But oh well, oh yeah, because it also showed them going to meet up with a group of girls, and Jocelyn says that be that da-da-da. So yeah, that was pretty much it. I don't want to ramble on too much this time, but like I said, I'm going to continue to make these videos, and I'm probably just going to do more and more and more, because this is kind of fun. So that's it. Love and Hip Hop, ATL, Season 4, Episode 4. Peace.